Okay, let's continue. So, can you see the difference between blocking statement and non-blocking statement? Blocking statement, like this. We do this after it's done, and we do this after it's done, and we do this. So we get 3, 6, 9 for this three variable. However, in non-blocking assignment, it means that we do the evaluation, we do a calculation, all of them first. After that, we assign to the left-hand side variable. So it doesn't matter which one is written first, which one is written second and the third. You are getting the same value. But that's not the case for blocking assignment. The order is important. The order is critical for the final value of the left-hand side variable. Okay? So you can see the difference from the figure here. The blocking assignment. After you do this, A getting 1. And A assigned to B, so B also gets 1. After that, B assigned to C, so C also gets 1. So it's just 1 give value to A and B and C, all of them. For non-blocking assignment, 1, A, B are evaluated first, and then update left-hand side. So this is exactly shift register, right? Because shift register, you're getting the value of the 3 flip-flop at the same time. And the value is going to be dependent on your input value before you do the updating, before you do the evaluation. Building behavioral model. So now we are going to look at finite state machine. It's a sequential circuit with a flip-flop with some combinatorial circuit. There are more than one way to do it. It's related to the technological design, sequential circuit. Remember there's two styles, one mini machine. The other one is more machine. What is mini machine? What is more machine? For mini machine, the register, you have sequential circuit. For main machine, for sequential machine, the typical sequential machine, the combinatorial circuit can be AND gate, OR gate, inverter, adder, so on and so forth. The register, more than 1 bit. Okay. And the state value in here, the value in here is state value, current state. The current state combined with input is input. Output. The current state, the next state. The combinatorial circuit generate the next state and update the register at the clock edge. And also, combinatorial circuit generate the output value could be more than 1 bit. So this is a typical mini machine for the finite state machine. So both next state and output depend on both input and current state. Let me repeat it. In mini machine, next state, or output value, they depend on both input and current state. Output depends on input and current state. Next state depends on input and current state. For more machine, for more machine, you can use the same figure, but output depends on current state only. The only difference is that in more machine, the output depends on current state only. The current state can determine solely your output. Meaning this one output can be determined by CS. It doesn't have to look at input. But actually, in digital logic design, we learned that these two styles can be equivalent to each other. So actually, in practice, either one is fine. You can do the same thing, just different circuit. Okay? But from concept point of view, more machine simply is a little bit simpler. The output depends on current state only. It does not have to look at the input. And still, for next step, both come to play. You have to look at both input and current state. So this is an example of VLSI machine with combinational logic. Okay, we describe module, VLSI machine, and SM. This is we just give a name. And there are three input A, B, reset. O is output. So output, declare output O. Declare value O. Okay. And input A, B, reset. Each one is 1 bit. And there's a state register. 2-bit state and next state. Just like this. And then let's try to describe it. Just an example. O is A. Here's the circuit. This is the circuit. This is the circuit we are trying to design. You have to provide a register. Now here, 2-bit. You have to provide a combinational circuit. So how do you write it? Just example. O is block. A or B or state. A and B are input. A or B or state, current state. 3 wire input signal. When any of them change, you have to do the following validation. Okay? Conventional graph must be sensitive to any change of any of the input. Imply state holding element otherwise. K is a case statement. It depends on your state value. State value is the current state. State is CS current state. Your current state is 0, 0, 2-bit binary, 0, 0. Then you do it. Next state depends on A value. If A is 0 as input, you're getting next state 0, 0. If A is 1, you're getting 0, 1. And A and B, again, these are all input signal. And together, providing the output signal all. Okay. You are evaluating for nested and output. Output nested. Okay. That's when the state is 0, 0. When state is 0, 1, then you do this. Next step will be 1, 0. This time you don't have to look at A, simply 1, 0. In output, simply 0. You don't have to look at A or B. The first case. The second case. How about the other cases? If you did not describe for the other cases, don't do anything. For the case statement, simply try to match whether or not 0, 0, whether or not 0, 1, and they do it. Otherwise, they don't do anything. Okay. They'll keep the value. So there's one voice block here. And as I say, you can have more than one voice block. So this is the other voice block. This voice block is for the combinatorial circuit to generate for nested and output. This is for the register. Positive edge cloud or reset. For the register, more often than not, there's a reset signal, such that when you turn on the power, there's initial value in here right away. Reset signal. Okay. So either clock signal, rate A, or reset signal 1, we do this. In reset, the initial value state register will be 0, 0. Initial value. Otherwise, if not reset, there must be clock signal H. Then we update the state based on next state. Okay. Next state will update the current state. Okay? So that's it. It's just a variable code for the Franklin machine example. And you define the function. You define this to describe your design. Any questions? Put them together. Okay. The same thing. Besides the declaration, always block. This always block updating, providing the next step in output signal. The always block is for register. Okay. So this is a mean machine because the output is directly affected by change the input on the input. For more machine, the output depends on the current state only. Let me ask you set the handwriting. This is for more machine. So finite state machine again, the same declaration. The and there's only one algebra. We combine them together. In the previous example, we use two algebra, one graph, another graph. In this example, we can combine together in one single algebra. Either way is fine. So if we set, then the state register is set and initial value 0, 0. Otherwise means that now reset is class signal A. Okay? Then we do it. We look at the state value. If 0, 0, the new state would be depend on A value 0, 0 or 0, 1. Update the state. And output is A and B. And this number statement. Okay? If the state is 0, 1, then we do this. Next state is 1, 0. Output is 0. So this is just an example. Combine the two together in one algebra. Well, but actually, this is not exactly the pure definition of Moore machine, because we can see that for Moore machine, the output can be dependent on only the current state, but this is not the case. Okay, this is not the case. A and B. So maybe we should not say that it's a Moore machine. It's still mean machine, but again, you can run it in a Moore machine, giving you the same result. But here is an example combining the two algebra. Writing test bank. After you finish your design model, you can try to write test bank to generate the input signal. For example, module test, red, A, B cell. Why red? Because they appear on the hand side. The multiplexer, you are calling in one instant multiplexer. Just multiplexer. That's it. And this is the test bench. This is your design. This is your test bench. Okay. The device under test, your design here, design model. Your test bench using different model. Monitor is a statement, providing the waveform on the screen. If there's no waveform, it will give you the one line by line output statement, giving you the value for A and B and the cell, the value. The binary number, just like C statement format. A, B, cell 1. Just print out the value for A, B, cell 1, the 4 variable. In the beginning, 0, 0, 0. After 10 time unit, A becomes 1, so it becomes 1, 0, 0. After 10 time unit, cell becomes 1, so 1, 0, 1. After 10 time unit, 1 becomes 1, 1, 1. So 4 pattern, 1 pattern, 2, 3, 4. 4 patterns are generated for your multiplexer. You can look at the output waveform, which is Y, to see whether or not your design is correct. Simulation behavior. We're not going to spend too much time here. Just go through quickly. Simulation is scheduled using event cube, as I said. Non-preemptive, no quality, just based on time when to simulate. Event is this particular time and order. Schedule around each event at the current time. Partial scheduling more as a result. But I give you example, right? Time 9, simulation time. Start from 0. After some unit, you schedule event here. After some unit, you may schedule maybe 2 events. Maybe after some time, there are 3 events in the queue. So until no more events at all in the queue. There are 2 types of events. Evaluation event, compute function of input, like this, equation. Update event, change output. Evaluation is one event. Updating is another event. Those are 2 types of events. Split necessary for delay, non-bug assignment, so on and so forth. Evaluation event, read value B and C. And then and schedule an update event. Update event, write mean value of A and schedule any evaluation event that are sensitive to a change of A. So this is all, okay, this is all. Then it's all gate here, B or C. We sample the value in the beginning, and after some delay, we do the updating, generate the new value for the A. So evaluation is at the current time instant, and updating is the scheduled event after the delay. If we know the value for B and C, we start calculating B or A, B or C. But update the value of A after the delay of the gate, say 10 milliseconds or 5 milliseconds. If there are more gates after that, then you schedule another event for doing end operation after some delay, and so on and so forth. That's the behavior of the simulation. So concurrent processing, like initial overgraph, run until they stop at one of the following. We keep doing the graph. That's going to be concurrent processing in the simulation. Punch delay. When you reach the statement punch 42, it means that you schedule process to resume after 42 time unit from now. It's just delay. Stop and then wait for 42 time unit. 24 to 42 time unit, then you do again, continue. Wait until the condition is true. Resume when equation CF and OF become true. Both are one, then it become true. Then you continue. Otherwise, you hang in there, stop, suspend right there. A or B or Y. Resume when A or B or Y change. If any change, then we do the following. For the H clock, when clock A appear, meaning from 0 to 1, then we do the following. Otherwise, you stay right there, or stop right there. So when you start, you don't do simulation. You only do the event. you should be careful that you might encounter infinite loop. Infinite loop are possible from the code. And the simulator does not check for them. They don't know that it's going to run forever. Like why not ready? Meaning we are looking at the value of not ready. If ready is 0, then not 0 becomes 1. They will keep doing this. However, it's not going to stop. It just keep doing. So this is not the right way to say it. You should use wait ready. Wait until ready becomes 1. If ready is 0, just waiting right there. Eventually, ready will become 1 from some event, and then we continue. So do the follow. Otherwise, it becomes infinite. Just execute right there. So be careful about the risk condition in VLSI. This can execute in either order, because as I said, order block does not have the fixed order. It could be here and then here, maybe here and then here. Either order is possible. This can execute in either order and final value A undefined. If you do this first and then this, A is 1. If you do this first and then this, A becomes 0. So that's not a good design. Must be something wrong with your coding. You should avoid this kind of VLSI code. Because that's going to give you undefined, undetermined value for the A. Maybe today you get 0. Maybe tomorrow you run it, you get 1. Because the computer running simulation, there's no predefined order. It's there. Either can be first. And as I said, VLSI is presented in support of the simulation language. The semantic of the language closely tied to simulator implementation. Context switching behavior convenient for simulation, not always the best way to model the hardware. Undefined execution order convenient for implementing queue. Just be aware that what is the meaning of the VLSI code, the statement, and the simulation behind the language to avoid some mistakes. So how to handle simulation? Actually, they try to compile VLSI code into C language. VLSI code compiled into C. Each concurrent process, like continuous assignment, or become one or more C function. Compiler, the simulator will try to compile your VLSI code and become a C program, and then they run the simulation in C code. Initial and OS block split into multiple functions, one per segment of code between the delay. Even in one OS block or initial block, there could be separate segments. And between the segment must be a delay or wait or event control. So one OS block can become more than one procedure. Central dynamic event queue involve distant function and advanced simulation time. After you finish the event at the current time, then you advance to the next event in the queue. Synthesis. VLSI is proposed as a solution language, but actually people found that it can be used as a spec language. So model for discrete event simulation and also spec of a logic synthesis system. Logic synthesis system convert a subset of the Verilog language into an efficient language. Notice that we say subset. So not all of them. Not every Verilog statement can be compiled to language. Some cannot be done. And this is a very important feature, one of the major breakthroughs in designing logic chip in the last 20 years, actually 30 or 40 years. Most chips are designed using at least some logic system nowadays. So it's very useful, very important. And there are many commercial tools, but it's not easy to use, very complicated program to write well, and it's expensive actually for software. Major vendor, Synopsys, Cadence, Simplicity, Example, for the PGA. And there are also some academic tools like from UC Berkeley. There are two steps in logic synthesis. The first step, try to translate the Verilog code, source code, to a netlist. Netlist is just like game label, structural model. And it might involve some virtual inferencing, meaning there's no register in your design, but implicitly it will generate register for you. That could be a mistake by yourself, so you have to look at it carefully. Optimization, second stage. After you train it into gate level, try to optimize such that you can meet your constraint. Maybe you want to have a very high speed. You try to give a direction, the compiler will give you a high speed version. Maybe you are concerned about the chip area, hopefully as small as possible. Then you have to give the direction or constraint, telling the compiler to make the circuit as small as possible. It's very critical of the process. Involve many complicated algorithms. It's not going to be covered in this class. There are a few more pages, but okay, I'm going to start right here today. There are several pages after that, and I'm going to finish it next week in the first hour, and then we will go to the lab. Then you try some exercise, right? Okay, that's it. And I'm going to upload the version here with some handwriting, okay, for the e-learning system.